everybody, welcome to the Five Gugs. These are your hosts, Aaron, Reed, Malcolm, Marcus, and Marcus. Thanks for listening.
And welcome to the second podcast of the new year.
I know, right? All five of us are back.
Wait, is it the second or the third? I thought it was the second.
I think it's second.
I think it's
second.
the second. Because we
Second
missed the day.
podcast of the new year.
Oh my gosh.
Is it rolling right now?
Yeah, it's rolling.
All right, we'll start over. Welcome, everybody, to the Five Gugs. These are your hosts, Aaron, Reed, Malcolm, Marcus, and we are here to give you that sweet, sweet Five Gugs content.
In 2022.
So corny.
You
All
guys
right.
ready?
Fuck you.
All right, let's go. What's everyone been up to?
Bob Saget died, and it ruined my entire night. I'm just going to get the negative out of the way right now.
I mean, that's not
Wait,
really funny
seriously?
matter, but still.
Yeah, he died today, like a couple
Today?
hours.
Oh.
Yeah. That wasn't a joke. That was serious.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was just natural causes, or did he like die from something?
They don't know yet.
They don't know yet. But he was 65.
Man, he still had a lot left.
Yes!
I love Full House. So.
About 10 minutes ago, guy tried to break in my truck.
Oh my god.
Yes! He's a long-legged, pissed-off Puerto Rican. Ah! Oh, fuck! Sag it! Oh, fuck! Sag it!
What is this, an homage to?
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Sag it! Oh, shit!
You guys remember Tourette's guy?
I remember that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that
Oh
was
my god.
that was near peak like YouTube. Speaking of which, how much of old YouTube do you guys remember anyway?
I'm pretty
Probably
good
too much.
actually. That was like my introduction to like, sort of like my introduction to like, not humor but like, internet humor. I guess if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get that.
That's like where I like jumped in with like internet humor because now, like memes now today, they're funny, but like trying to explain it to someone who's not on the internet is like, I think it's pretty impossible to do.
They don't make sense in hindsight.
Yeah, they make zero sense, but I feel like that's partially why they're so funny.
I think it's cool that skits are coming back, like RDC World. Like it kind of gives like that old school like Smosh style kind of YouTube, you know?
Yeah,
It's not really. They're not really coming back. It's usually just been like the same like 8 people doing
good skits. You should say good skits because
Yeah.
people haven't stopped, but like the Instagram comedians, like those.
Oh god,
quote
yeah.
unquote.
That's a
Yeah.
There were
lot
only
of
like
cringe there.
30 seconds and like 7 seconds on Vine from like
Yeah, I mean, that's why like
God.
old YouTube isn't coming back, but that's why. It's because people making stuff back then, there wasn't a lot of money in it. Like there wasn't even like the idea of making money off of it. It was just like they just did it because they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And now there's too much money in all this stuff.
Yeah,
It's
YouTube
never
became
gonna
too big of a
happen again.
production, so now most content creators don't try to go for like big skits or whatnot because it becomes too professional. YouTube was all
Yeah.
about just like doing like these like home movies type of deal.
Wonder if it'll ever like, since it's like it's not that it's like a bubble, but like because there's so much into it, do you think it'll ever just like deflate or like pop in a sense?
Well, like the trend of like how comedy is on YouTube or like the videos are on YouTube now. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like I don't know, just going on what Marcus said about like production and stuff. It was funnier when there wasn't any money in it. I feel like when you put more money in it, it just gets less funny. It's just not funny anymore.
I don't think it will deflate or pop. I think
I hope
YouTube
it
will just
does.
become too like privatized to the point where like
People will stop using YouTube at some point for sure.
Oh, absolutely. It's all going to go the way of MySpace eventually.
Yep. Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
But
I feel-
taking a long time.
But I feel it's gonna get a lot more privatized before we hit that downfall. It's gonna get to the point where they start like just completely just like not helping like small time creators and like just funding the already big multi-million view creators they already have.
They're not funny. None of them are funny.
Well, they were funny back when we were young, but now when you become older, it becomes a little corny. Like if you go
I do
back
wonder about that. Like if it's just an age thing, because like I'll watch some of the stuff that my nephew likes, and he's 10 years younger than us. I'll watch some of that stuff, and I'm like, this shit's garbage. Why does anybody watch this? This is fucking terrible.
But you gotta think about the fact that back when our age, we watched a lot of Linkin Park. We laughed at all the YouTube poops. It was
Oh,
just,
right, yeah.
it
The
was
shit we watched
just
was terrible
edited
too.
over with like swear words and whatnot.
Nephew probably loves it though, right? Like it's probably like super hilarious to him, right?
Yeah.
That's funny how that works.
What does he watch?
Oh man, he watches like I don't know the names of the channels because I'm not paying that much attention to it. It's more like I'll be over and he's like, "Hey, let's watch this." Oh, okay, all right, sure.
What's the content
Very
like?
engaged.
The last thing I remember was some sort of like live action Among Us type thing.
Oh, jeez.
See, okay, now see, you want to be checked out at that point.
They get like millions of views, though, I bet, because kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane how many views they get.
Well, did you guys ever hear about? What was the name of this thing? But it was something where people were using like kid-friendly characters like Spider-Man and like the Frozen Princess for just like these really weird, strange videos. I think they called it Elsa Gate.
Yeah,
I know that for sure. The thumbnails look weird. It's like Spider-Man and Elsa. And they do stuff, but it's just it keeps attention. Yeah,
I don't remember
like
any
it.
of that.
So on the there's a Wikipedia page for it, and it says Elsagate is a neologism referring to the controversy surrounding videos on YouTube and YouTube Kids that are categorized as child-friendly, but which contain themes that are inappropriate for children. Most videos under this classification are notable for presenting content. Those include graphic violence, sexual situations, fetishes, obscene language, drugs, alcohol, injections, toilet humor, and dangerous or upsetting situations and activities.
That's
You know
sick.
You know what's funny is that when I
Like
edit
disgusting,
these videos,
not cool. By the way, that's disgusting.
when I
Preface that.
We'll edit it out. That's sick, and then just put a Tony Hawk clip in there.
No, it was disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting.
It is.
Not cool.
and the thing about it is when I edit these videos, like I get like that little like is this for like child friendly content or not like button right there because of like the whole COPPA rule. If you guys remember way back when that was like a big thing on YouTube, and like it talks about how like if it's a kid friendly thing, you can't monetize it if you're trying to do all that.
Yeah, I know with like YouTube demonetization, I know it's like with certain videos you can swear, I think. I don't know if not kid friendly videos, but you can swear, you just have to wait.
Well, yeah, like the first like 1 or 10 minutes of the video, you have to like wait
early on in the video.
Why is that? I actually never understood that.
You know, I never really understood it either, especially if you're going to swear. I don't really know, like, why does it matter?
Why do you have to wait?
Yeah, why do you have to? I never really understood why you had to wait, but you know, there's a way around everything. And as long if you can make money around it and still do it, I guess why not? Why not? You know, take advantage of it despite waiting.
While we're on the topic of like YouTube stuff, freaking people are in uproar about the. Well, I don't know if they're probably still in uproar, but maybe not as much because it's already passed about this whole dislike button controversy where it's like. So have you guys heard about that? Where it's like,
yeah,
did they take it away?
Yeah,
they didn't take it away. That you just can't. Viewers just can't see how many dislikes there are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
you can use extensions there to see it, which is what I do.
Oh, you still look up the dislikes?
Yeah. There's an extension on Google Chrome that just gets rid of that function, so it's like nothing changed. But yeah, it does like affect. I see like less, like 3 to 0 dislikes on videos now, which is so weird.
What prompted
on Google
that?
Premium?
On Google
that is
Chrome.
interesting.
Oh, Google Chrome.
Oh.
Like, were people being bullied
yeah,
by
YouTube
dislikes,
apparently their reasoning was because they wanted small creators to feel like safe or whatever, but that's definitely a lie, I guess.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
It seems like
their true motive is.
They wanted.
Else.
And I'll let you know one video that was like a victim of why YouTube thinks this should happen. If you guys remember the Smash reveal back, I don't know how long, but they revealed a Fire Emblem character, and that video had so many dislikes. To the point where like they were thinking they were dislike what do you call it, like something dislike bombing the video just because of the Fire Emblem character. They didn't even look at the video, they just dislike it. And like creators, not some creators, think that like because of what they do or like because a big group of people don't like them, that they just go to the videos and just dislike bomb them. So YouTube thinks, well, they think what Reese thinking, they say what Reese thinking to keep small creators safe. But ultimately, it's to like keep, you know, big videos from like organizations or companies that people don't like from being like a whole bunch of dislikes and not being viewed. So if you just see the likes and not the dislikes, you're thinking, oh wow, this is a nice video, not knowing how many people actually hated it. That could be like a bigger number than the likes.
Yeah, and plus,
Yeah.
YouTube Rewind, right?
Yeah.
It's like the most disliked video on YouTube, which is by YouTube themselves. So I feel like it's just a way to
So they fixed the
make them not
problem.
look as bad.
They fixed the problem by just changing the system.
But no one likes the system, yeah.
I watched this show on YouTube, and they made a good point about that creators should. I mean, I know like you would know if you're getting like disliked, like bombed, but it's like it's something that you as a creator should want to see, because it's like if someone genuinely doesn't like your video, you should want to see that. I mean, it's probably not the greatest thing to see, but
it's honest. It shows it's real.
Honest. True.
Yeah, comments are one thing, but like this, well, like I guess comments could be helpful, but dislike is like, it's important to know how many people don't like your stuff, because maybe it may clue in that maybe I could go back and reevaluate this video a little more.
I'm sure more people like and dislike videos versus commenting. I can't even remember the last time I commented on a video.
Well, yeah, it's easier. Just a click of the button compared to writing a whole thesis.
I mean, because some people, if you go through and never like actually read the comments on like a big YouTube video you're watching and just keep scrolling down like past the ones that don't get any likes, some people they just post, oh, this video is great, and that's it.
I wonder how political it is though, because if you follow any kind of politics on YouTube or even like watch their like not sponsored but official political content, like YouTube tends to lean kind of conservative in like the viewer base.
Really?
And so like a lot of the videos about like Democrats or liberals or something get very heavily downvoted, and a lot of videos about like conservative politicians and stuff get more upvotes. So I also wonder if like that has some sort of layer in this.
That would not surprise me, like in the slightest.
The funny thing about when you were saying about political is that, you know how like YouTube flags any video that talks anything or has anything in their title that mentions COVID, and they flag it as like a COVID related video.
They do it on Instagram too, which is kind of interesting.
Well, funny thing about it are like they put a little like COVID latest information from the CDC on any video that remotely says COVID in it.
Yeah, they do that.
In fact, probably this video right now, because I mentioned it right now, is going to get it, because I mentioned it because our first episode actually got that.
It got demonetized?
It didn't get demonetized, but we got the little COVID notification right below the video, right below the secret bar.
I'm really proud of that.
I understand it. I don't hate that. It's pretty responsible.
It is responsible because that shows they're actually looking for things that. Well, no, I don't.
Guys, we're fake news.
No,
we are.
Yeah, I guess like technically, we would be fake.
We're not saying anything stupid about COVID, but I think that's pretty cool that it could pick up on that and like tell people the facts about COVID.
I'm sure it's an algorithm thing. They just put COVID into the code and it's like, yep, I see COVID in the title.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was COVID Cloud. That makes sense.
You're talking about COVID and you don't have a direct quote from Dr. Anthony Fauci?
Ooh.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Just gonna leave notice. I actually had a really important. It has nothing to do with COVID, but has anybody here tried the wings from Taco Bell?
No,
I have to know.
Yeah.
I was gonna try, but then it's like $6 for 5 wings or something. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? Come on.
Totally unrelated. I've been seeing so much jokes about it. I'm just like, I wrote a note on my phone, like if I had to ask one thing, it would definitely be about the wings and everyone's opinion on Taco Bell.
Hey, maybe that'll be a thing for next episode. We all get the wings and try them.
Yeah. What? Like first time face cam trying wings.
Let's all just write an opinion down. Everyone go this week and just write your opinion. What do you think of the wings?
I wonder if the wings are going to be another Popeye chicken sandwich situation. Probably not, because that was a big
It's
deal.
Taco Bell.
It's Taco Bell. No way.
Taco Bell
My problem with them is that they're called wings, but they look like strips or nuggets. I don't want to get too into chicken wings and nuggets.
They're boneless wings.
They just look like fat chicken strips. They don't look like wings. That's what turns me off from them.
That's the whole fucking thing about boneless wings. Like, what are you?
Boneless
wings.
What? You're not really wings.
That's literally a chicken nugget or a chicken tender.
Exactly.
That's what
we're really about to get into the semantics about what makes a chicken.
Well, it's a debate. It's a debate. I think.
A chicken wing should be a wing, right? Is that
Boneless.
wrong to say? Is that too much?
No,
you
that's
sound
right.
like, you sound like
I
me.
agree. I love boneless wings, but I do agree. But sometimes I'm in the mood for boneless wings.
I like them, just don't call them wing.
Those are tenders.
Okay, I was gonna
Yeah,
say, what do you call
tenders
them?
or their nuggets.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Yep.
What makes a chicken strip different from a chicken nugget?
Bone.
Well,
wing.
one's a nugget and one's a strip.
Yeah.
Boom! Fucking kill.
What determines a nugget? Like, is it a certain length of the chicken?
Just
I
like
think
bites.
What if I had a really long nugget? Would that be a strip or still a nugget?
that's
Or
a
a
strip.
strip, like you said.
Okay, so you guys say it's a strip. It's like a real long nugget. What length does it qualify as a strip?
Look, no one's got an exact number here.
Yeah.
but
There's.
Oh,
yeah.
we're gonna talk about the
6
semantics of
inches.
what makes a chicken wing a wing. Okay.
Well, no, that one's easy because it's like if it has a bone in it, that's a wing. But if there's no bone, then it's not.
Hey, check the group chat, fam.
It's not a
You
chicken.
You
It's not
can't
a
have a
boneless
boneless wing. Okay. So Marcus just posted some on our group chat. I may or may not put it in the video, but it
Yeah, no, you
shows-
got to put it.
all right. It shows
They'll
like
see it.
a meme. You'll see the meme when I put it up. It shows this person eating boneless wings with a bib on in like a baby cradle. Were you guys here? I guess I'll confess. I don't much spend a lot of time on social media in terms of like the different like social media outlets like Twitter and all those stuff. So I most rely on these guys for like my internet entertainment. And I always wonder, where do they find these pictures and stuff? I know it's like places like Reddit or something like that, or like Twitter. But I always wonder, like, it's like these weird ones where you just like pop up on like a feed. Like, what do you guys be going
This one I got on 4chan on their food and cooking board.
Oh,
Everybody has like a saved folder in their phone full of like memes and like screenshots from Twitter and shit.
it seems
I
really
don't
weird to me,
folder.
honestly. Just like
I
having a
just saw
saved
my
folder.
all my regular.
Well, you get situations like this where we're talking about boneless wings. I have the perfect picture.
And
for
you guys
this.
have
Now
you
I
guys
can
have a
send
picture on
it.
deck.
Exactly. There's a picture for every argument or scenario or debate or whatever. Literally.
Yeah, and if you have like the top meme, you can end all the discussion right there. Even if you're wrong, if you have a good meme, you win.
Comedic timing, everything.
It really is.
It's the end of the argument in that case.
What do you guys' thoughts on like comedy being kind of just universal? I know it'll have a place in time, but like in terms of like just being able to perform the joke, do you guys think it's allowed, or is there certain things that are just off limits no matter what time or place it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there definitely is.
Yeah, you can't make a joke when something happened like a
I
disaster.
disagree completely.
You think you could make a joke when, okay, for example, it's 9/11.
I was about to say this
wow.
because like a couple of episodes ago, someone made a 9/11 joke, and one of you guys went, "Oh, I know it's been 20 years, but still, fuck, it's been 20 years. You can make 9/11 jokes; they're
Yeah, okay,
fine. It's been 20 years."
I don't know. No, now you can. I'm saying when it happened. To Aaron's question, when?
Well, no, I was saying like I know there's a place in time for it, but like in terms of just making a joke at all.
Oh yeah. Like when time has passed, you can make a joke, but
I
Like
don't
the
even know
same
if
day.
you have to wait till like time. If it's funny, it's funny.
You know-
I don't know. I don't know.
Marcus, you mentioned that, and I'm gonna feel very bad for bringing this up. You mentioned that like sometimes time doesn't matter, so I'm gonna bring up this because like it's still a sad moment when
It's probably fucking hilarious too.
when Kobe passed in that helicopter crash, and like people were devastated. The first thing I saw on like my local social media outlets that I rarely look at, like it was just like all over like the YouTube feeds, was a freaking if I can find the meme, I'll put it on a picture. I'll put it on the video. It was a picture of like a SpongeBob meme, and like it was the episode where Patrick them are skiing, and like it just has like the part where Patrick's like screaming, and then it has the picture just flips so it looks like Patrick's upside down, and then the caption just reads like Kobe in the helicopter, and I'm like, that is such bad taste, but like. Just by how the meme was constructed, and then because the SpongeBob memes, they'll always like just hit.
That's why it's funny because it's offensive. Without the offensive
it's
it
shock
wouldn't be
value.
funny. But the thing is, you got to risk the offensive part, offending people in order to say it. So.
And I know the people who like find this like memes like bad. Most of the time, I know you get that one like laugh or giggle, and you feel bad afterwards, because like even though you know it's bad, you can't help but like laugh at how it's just like.
I just think you have to wait. You have to give it some time. I don't think you can make
no, absolutely. That the funniest that joke would have been was the day it happened.
That's
I don't know why. I feel like Kobe's off limits because he died with his daughter. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
okay,
so
at least the same day.
The more
that's
funnier it is because it's
don't do
worse.
That's the thing. I was like, it wouldn't be funny to make a joke about the daughter dying. That's terrible.
But make jokes about Kobe.
But Kobe, he had a good life, dude. He won some championships, dude. He was happy. So all right.
He's so young though.
He's like 40 something. That's
I think he was 40 even. Just 40.
I think.
How long ago did people live? Like 10,000 years ago. They didn't live to 40. So hey.
Well, what did they accomplish? Did they get any rings?
I mean, maybe it was back then. Maybe if basketball was a thing, then maybe they could have got some rings. But there's some tall ass people.
True. But
I think they were actually shorter back then.
It depends on what part we're talking about. But like, I guess in like, it's for some people have the heart to make the meme jokes as the action happened.
I think if it's funny, it's funny. That's all there is to it.
I believe
my problem with a lot of like offensive stuff is that it's just not funny.
Yeah,
it's just kind of like low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
I mean, also it's clever, I guess, in a way. Like if they just make a like superficial joke about it, it's definitely not funny. But if you make a clever joke about it, I think it amplifies. Plus the offensive part, it has to be clever, I guess.
Yeah.
I agree with Marcus. I also do think it's like if it's funny, it's funny. I think the only reason why most of those jokes fall like dead on their face is because it also matters like the kind of audience you're telling the joke to. You can't just tell the joke to anybody and expect them to laugh at you. I mean, they'll probably get the joke, but they won't always have the same sense of humor as say the five of us. We tell insensitive jokes we tell all the time, but if I went out and talked to someone on the street and told them the exact same jokes I tell you guys, I'm probably gonna look like scoundrels or I'm a racist or
yeah, I get what you're saying. It's kind of like it's the whole thing of you can make fun of your friends and it's funny. Like if you guys are all together, like you can make fun of your friends like that. But if someone who's not in the group makes fun of your friends, then it's like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, you got to know.
Like the audience does matter. Yeah.
And actually, you bring a good point. Have any of you guys tried to like? You meet this guy you guys are like cordially friends with, and it's like you want to try telling like a pseudo insensitive joke, but you kind of test the waters to see if they're okay with those kind of jokes. Like
I let them make the joke first.
But then
they gotta test the waters on that one. You can't. They have
the same situation as too. What if they want to tell a joke, but they're trying to test the water and see, are you okay with this? You okay if I talk about? Yeah.
Well, so yeah, I guess it depends on like how whoever has less to lose can kind of go forward with that.
It's like a game of chicken.
It is though.
It really is. Like, do you want to risk the joke and hope that he laughs, or like he just looks at you with like disappointing?
You can kind of tell with like coworkers, for example, like which ones you could make.
Kinda, but there's always the ones that are like
you can't.
Like
to me, it's easy. I know exactly what kind of jokes I can tell around my like specific coworkers. I like exactly what kind and like where to push.
I read the people where it's like he was kind of uptard and kind of like a Boy Scout, but like later you find out that he's just as like depraved as you are. Like, yeah, I've been on all of them, like all the subreddits and whatnot. Man, I'd be laughing.
But you'll know based off like conversations with them prior to that, like just small talk, like small talk defines all of that.
And our generation sucks at small talk sometimes. I'm not even up front.
I'm pretty good at small talk, at least with like people at work and just like customers and stuff. I can just, I mean, it's because it's small talk is literally just nothing. It's literally just
Yeah, a
talk.
lot of people.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. I don't know if they suck at it. They just don't like to do it.
Most people just try to avoid it. They just they just don't want to like make small talk with someone they have nothing in interest with that they don't know off the bat. Most of our generation like grew up on the on like the digital age, so we tend to avoid situations where we have to make as little contact as possible. And on the small occasions that we do, we just talk about the very generic things like, hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. Or man, this weather's crazy. Like literally just like the textbook like conversational starters.
But that's easy. Like that small talk, as easy as that is, that's literally.
I know, but compared to like how it was back, I keep comparing things to how it was. I need to fucking stop doing in the past. Like they would have whole conversations with strangers as if they were family or friends.
Who is this they? Who are you talking about? Because I don't know
I guess-
when this ever actually happened.
I guess I'll put it. I'm talking about more of like our parents or people before our generation, back when the internet was not a thing and people had to actually go outside and get sun.
Older people have like the best small talk because that's what they grew up on because it's social media wasn't like a thing, so you didn't have like you. That's how
They've also just kind of been around longer, so they have like they've been through it for more.
yeah.
It's easier for them.
So are you saying that if we've been around longer, we'll be fine? Well,
We'll get there.
I would not we specifically, but I'm talking about we as our like generation.
Yeah, we'll get
Yeah,
there.
I mean, there's definitely like some points about how conversation is different now because a lot of it's on the internet and a lot of it's over text now. Like we probably do just interact with the world differently, but I don't think it's like that big.
Because Gen Z's already been making old jokes about us, and that's actually kind of funny to me. Like I remember Malcolm talked about it some time ago where like he was surfing the internet and see that Gen Z was already making these like old people jokes to millennials, the same ones that we made to our own parent generation, and to think that we finally got to that point where they're clowning us.
We're the, no.
And that,
I think that's pretty funny though.
it is pretty funny because
sometimes it does not feel good.
Yeah, because in some of those there is some truth in that, and it's like, damn.
Yeah, I know. Because I'm looking at it like, damn, this isn't me, but like obviously this is like our generation, so it's like it is kind of us. Like it's not me specifically, but it's like targeted at people my age and up. So I'm like, this does not feel good.
It's funny seeing the parallels.
Yeah.
Everybody gets their turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
I knew it was coming. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
So what are you guys' plans for I guess spring? We're almost there. You guys have any plans for vacation, or you guys gonna stay home and be cowards because of COVID?
I am going to New Orleans over on Mardi Gras with my sister.
Nice.
Sweet.
Is your first time there?
Yeah, never been.
Nice.
I wonder how Mardi Gras is gonna be after COVID.
It's gonna be probably just as fun.
It's
sure.
gonna be the same. Yeah.
Because I heard somewhere that they just didn't much care or it didn't like matter too much to them because they kind of worked around it or what?
I mean, especially since this is the South, like people. Don't care about
you guys don't care naturally.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Freaking Marcus gonna have all the beads around his neck.
Yeah.
Oh, know what that means.
It's your first time going somewhere with your sister?
Well, I'm gonna be going with Veronica, and I don't think we've traveled anywhere where it's like one of us wasn't living at the time, but so yeah, that'll be our first trip. That's not either of our homes.
Oh, that's nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the occasion? You guys going there for like any particular, or just like vacation?
Just vacation for Mardi Gras. We were like, we haven't seen each other in a while. I think the last time I saw her was Christmas 2 or 3 years ago.
Wow.
Oh wow, it's been a minute.
You didn't go home for Christmas last year?
No. And I think actually she was there, but she would have been the only one that was there with my parents.
Oh, not the other siblings.
Malcolm's not there. Vernita's over here too. So
Okay. What about you guys? Any plans for the spring? Or you guys gonna stay home?
Uh,
Yeah,
wanna-
no plans. Just school, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not plans, but like scuba diving for me would be probably my biggest anything happening. That'd be probably happening for a good while because I plan to go like utilize it as much as I can.
I was
'Cause-
gonna ask about that. Yeah, so you passed your test, and
oh no. So I take my test as of this recording next Saturday. So it's upcoming Saturday because it's
wait, I
Sunday.
thought you posted something in the group chat where you passed a test like a month ago or something.
No. The test I passed was my MTA certification for my networking.
Oh, okay.
That's different. Okay.
So yeah, I'm
I don't
certified
know
for
why
net-
I thought it was like a. Wow. All right.
I thought it was too. Now it's kind of ringing a bell, but maybe I just read it wrong.
this coming Saturday I'll be tested on my open water divers, so like the entry level license, and then from there I plan to work my way up, getting like all the licenses for the different types of particular dives, like scavengering or night diving or cave diving or ice diving, et cetera, et cetera.
What is ice diving?
So ice diving, uh, basically, works with you diving under the ice, which is and it has like a completely different environment to just like normal recreational scuba diving. There are different types of rules that you need to follow, as well as a different type of suit you have to wear for it, and they won't allow you to take that certification until you have 100 dives logged under you.
Oh wow.
Because like ice diving is very dangerous, and if you don't know what you're doing, you could very easily die. So yeah, if you plan to go that high in terms of like your scuba diving career, I recommend you get as comfortable with scuba diving like it's second nature. But yeah, I plan to kind of take this as far as I want to, because like scuba diving in the Bahamas for the first time, that that kind of opened my eyes, because like when I was young I wanted to be a marine biologist, but that didn't fall that didn't like quite make the cut. So then I went for the next best thing, computers. I spent my life behind a computer. Why not make a job out of it? And then I never really much followed up on the ocean. Not that I do appreciate sea life, but didn't much do anything after that. Now I'm coming full circle. I think it's pretty nice.
To have that.
On that topic, what do you guys as hobbies? You guys have any hobbies, or any hobbies you did or still doing?
I actually, I know Aaron and Malcolm relate to this more, but I don't know if you guys have ever watched Cobra Kai, the Netflix show based
I've
off
heard of
Karate
it.
Kid. Yeah, watching that really has me missing doing like martial arts, like when we all used to do martial arts.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
It was one of those things where like it felt good doing it because you get a workout and it was actually fun to do. Like I miss doing stuff like that. Like I'm trying to go back to the gym, but I know it's not going to have the same like effect. But
You're
it's
old.
whatever.
It's
What?
That's why it won't have the same effect because you're old now.
Ow.
He says to his twin.
I feel
Oh yes, yeah.
as you mentioned, I always do think back to those times back where what would I be? How would my life be if I still went? Because I won't go into details, but like me, Marcus, and Malcolm, we did Taekwondo, but we had to stop due to unfortunate circumstances. But like for me, like when I got in, I got in because these two got me in. But like after I
Wait,
got
were these
into
circumstances? Was this a thing where somebody got arrested for something?
yep.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just making sure I remember that story.
So yeah, I got in because these two got me in. But like after a while, I stayed for the sport. I actually grew to love. I actually liked it before them, but I didn't have like a good connection. But these guys were like black belts, so they knew everybody, and everybody knew them. So I got in, and then I just grown to love it. And I plan to go as far as I could. And I got to black belt, which is nice. I would have been second degree, but then the circumstance hit, and my records were scrambled. So no one knows where I was in like the terms of like ascensions. But all in all, I liked it. And I always wonder if I stayed with it, would I still be the same person I was today, or would I have actually chosen to quit on my own terms?
I guess in a somewhat similar way, I feel that way about like when I ran track in high school when I was doing the hurdles. Like it was fun to do because it was just like something physical like that, and that's always nice. And you get exercise and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of do like wonder if even if I wasn't doing it in any kind of like competitive sense, if I just kept doing it for like fun, I don't know, would it have made a difference?
I like to think so because it's like if you had fun then, you'd probably still be having fun. Like you genuinely enjoyed it then. You'd probably genuinely enjoy it now too. But fuck it, you never know.
That is true.
That's just I always like to try and think of it in that way. But really, you won't know because you don't do it anymore. It's hard to guess too.
Yeah, because we were going in 2007 or 8, and then we stopped in about 2015, 2016. So we were like 20 then. So I still think the passion would be there. I think that applies for most hobbies, not just like martial arts. But
I was also going to ask Reed, do you still play guitar?
No, it's right next to me though, so I look at it every day. Saying, maybe I should get back to that. But I do, plan on getting back on that at some point once I find time to.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Just spark that light in me again.
Because for my birthday last year, I said fuck it, and I bought a bass guitar.
Oh, I can see that.
And I definitely don't practice much as it is, but it is fun. And I was going to ask if you had like any tips, like how did you?
Do you know what Songster is?
No, but I bought
best website to learn. Yeah, do you know what tabs are?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just look up your favorite songs on Songster, that's how I learned all my guitar playing for songs. They make it really easy to learn. So really, that's what I did. Just learn songs on Songster, and go with that.
Did you like stick to one song for a long time, practice it enough until you like really got that one song down and then move on, or were you doing like trying to learn a few songs all at the same time?
Yeah, if I did it now, I would definitely focus on one song. But back then, I just didn't have the attention span to completely learn the full song or the skill. Like once it got to the solos, I said I can't do this part, and I just went to another song. But yeah, I would stick with a song and just completely make sure you can correctly play that rather than like sloppily play it, but make sure you can play it precisely and all that. And I guess you can learn some chords too, or you should definitely learn some chords as well to get a foundation going. But yeah, whatever's fun for you, you should definitely do that.
Do you feel like it's kind of like a riding a bike thing where if you just like happen to pick up your guitar right now, would you still remember a lot of what to do? Or do you feel like, it does kind of like go away and it doesn't just like,
I would definitely know what I'm doing, but I know my fingers would be trembling, I guess. I would know what I'm doing, but my fingers won't have that like, that muscle memory of being able to like just push down the string correctly to where it doesn't make a bad sound.
You gotta like.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
That. Like that's definitely. I need a lot of polish, basically. But yeah, I would definitely know what I'm doing. Just the polish part would definitely not be there right away.
Yeah, you have to like just reallocate your fingers because it's been so long.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be shaky, I guess, rather than like very confident in how I press down the string. But I would know like what strings to play or what notes to play and all that. What made you decide bass?
Because there's less strings. No, I actually I think it's like a really versatile instrument where like everything kind of needs some bass to it. So
it's very
you can kind of get into playing a lot of different things on it. I feel like there's just more range with it. And yeah, it is also like, there's only 4 strings, so you only have to keep track of that.
Nice.
Sorry, we're talking about music. I kind of cut out there for a minute.
I'm hurt.
I really did. I was talking and I just.
Is there anything that you guys want to play? Like, if you could just learn an instrument, like, is there anything you'd want to try and learn?
For some reason, I have always wanted to learn how to play the piano, but it seems very overwhelming.
That's anything though. Like,
just the amount of keys there is
Like,
kind of scares me. I'm not gonna lie.
Dexterous. Was it like good with both hands or something, right?
Yeah,
Like,
dexterity,
Both my hands like that in that
Yeah.
sense.
hand-eye coordination.
well,
Very tough.
if you're playing piano, I think it's like one of your hands is usually just used for like the accompaniment anyway. So you only have to have your
You're already
dominant
speaking
hand
French to
really
me.
good.
You're already speaking French to me.
Yeah, I'd probably say piano or even the guitar. Just listening, just with some of my favorite artists and like how they're able to, just the thought of people who can actually play like more than one instrument, and it's like not just like, oh, I can kind of play one and do one really really easily. It's just seeing people who can play more than one and just both of them is just completely easy. I wish I could do that, but yeah, it would take, it would
That's a
definitely
long time.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've accepted that I'm going to be shit at this for a long time. Like trying to play bass, like I'm going to be garbage for a long time. But it's still fun. Like,
True.
it also, I feel like it's given me like a different kind of perspective as someone who hadn't. I mean, we were in the band in like 5th grade and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know how much that counts. Other than that, as someone who hasn't really played any kind of instrument ever, it gives you a little bit more perspective when you're listening to stuff. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
just naturally, you're going to be listening a little bit differently. Like, oh, that's kind of cool how they did that.
Yeah, that's definitely true. That's super true.
If I could, I'd go back and learn how to play the drums because I was really good with both bass and snare. Because I used to like do band for my high school with the bass drum, and we went all over. And then I did snare on my own when I had a personal trainer. But during the time I just was not interested. Plus the hand feet coordination for people who play drum sets because like you have to hit the bass with a pedal while doing your hands doing some. I just like struggled with that for the longest time, and then I just kind of stopped playing it because I just couldn't get it. But I feel like I could actually got better. Like hindsight's 2020. I say now because like I'm a lot better at my hand feet coordination, but I wish I didn't stop doing that because now I feel it just feels kind of another thing I just gave up on.
You can always start again.
No, it's too late. I'm already doing scuba diving. My head's somewhere else.
This is a random thought I was thinking of when you mentioned band. Do you remember, like, for us specifically in school, how in the 4th grade we didn't have to do band, but in the 5th grade they made us do band?
You either had to do band
Yeah.
or do choir.
Yeah.
Yep. So band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to confess something because I whenever I think about
You
band,
went to choir?
no, I don't know why I chose to play the xylophone, like the bells. I can honestly admit, since we're grown men now, I had no fucking idea what I was doing. Like, literally,
Use the xylophone?
Okay,
literally
so
the entire time, I had no idea what I was doing.
I think I get where you're coming from with that, but there's also like I listen to like a lot of jazz these days, and there's this guy Bobby Hutcherson who plays the bells, and you can actually do some really crazy shit with it. Like,
Of course, the flute player would know where he's
hey, have you ever heard Eric Dolphy play the flute though? But yeah, I get how you can like have this idea of the bells as like kind of like a feminine kind of thing, but no, it's not at all.
No.
Yeah, no, because it was like Carla and I think Balhan and Caitlin played the bells, right?
Yeah, I mean, like it does sound like really pretty. Like it's a really pretty sounding instrument for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like I just look back on, I'm like, I don't know why I chose it, and then throughout the entire process, like I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
I like the band concerts.
All you gotta do
Those
is
are fun.
Just read music.
Just read
Yeah,
music.
yeah, just
Just
read
read.
it.
Just play it.
Just read music.
Yeah, that was my
Search
problem.
content.
I had no idea how to do that. That's kind of why I fucked up.
Just read
Man.
it. Dude.
When I was reading, when I went to the band for the first time, and I was reading that sheet music, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then he was going over like notes and half notes and offbeats, and I'm like, I never played bass before. I mean, I all I hit was like smack the drum when I was told to. I never had to do some like in sequence with other instruments.
You just knew when to like do it. Like it's like the not like the bait like the bass or whatever, but it's like sort of like the foundation of like the rhythm in the beginning, like how they set it up with the drums. So it was a lot easier.
Exactly. When
It
we started
was
talking about
the
like rim
easiest.
shots, I was like, what?
Oh,
I can
yeah.
hit the side of the drum?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
kind of wish
man.
I played the drums when I got the bells because I was like, holy shit, this is actually really hard.
Yeah. You're playing like a small piano with two mallets.
Yeah, that's why. Remember when we did the band recital at Kennedy?
Mm-hmm.
I was so glad there
They
were
were
so
name
many
dropping
people
schools.
playing the bells so they could drown out my
Yeah.
sound because I was just hitting keys. I don't even know what I was doing.
You were so glad people like me were able to drown out your sound because we were hitting the bass too hard.
Yeah, man, because I was honestly just hitting keys. Like I didn't know what I was doing.
That was
Yeah,
such a weird thing though, because I remember not to brag, but I was in honor band back in the day.
Okay. All right.
And,
He read the
there was-
music.
Yeah, you know to read music. That's why he was good at
What
it.
happens when you read the music?
That's where I fucked
Oh.
up.
When you know how to read.
That was just the weirdest part of it though, was there was a point where like the honor band had to move up to the center to play a couple of songs and like having to walk through like those
You guys had
chairs
to-
were packed tight together.
You had to carry the rest of the band.
Well, not even that, just having to like walk through, like to move to your chair to do the honor band stuff. I remember having to like walk through with like my little stand holder where you hold the sheet music, whatever that is.
The audience
I had
can't
that
see
in
you.
one hand. I had my flute in the other hand. I'm trying not to bump anybody else's flute or their stand. Weird times, man.
Oh, so yeah, you guys are the one like marching formation. I love it. I love marching formation.
There's
That
a
was
lot of responsibility there. for-
what are you doing? We had to travel to Vashon Island, Wenatchee, like March. Man, the freaking Seattle Torchlight? We were in that band. You know how long that parade is?
That's why I wanted nothing to do with
That's like
it.
a pretty famous one, right?
I didn't want
Exactly.
to do
See,
with
so you fucking up was gonna be caught on national TV. So
Yeah,
That's why
So
I
we had to-
stopped doing band after fifth
That-
grade.
I wanted nothing.
what? Couldn't take the pressure.
No, I was like, I was like, what the hell
what's
am I
going
doing
on?
here? Good times. Do any of you guys still have your band instruments? I still have my bells in the
No.
closet.
Yeah, my drums are still down there.
They're trapped in
man.
the closet.
My connection just dropped. I swear to
Dying
God.
to get out.
I hope it doesn't show up in recording. I hope that God doesn't show up in recording. My connection dropping. Okay.
No, that would have been fun though. If I would have kept playing the flute, I feel like if people would have showed me like what serious jazz flute people were doing, I would have been like, oh, this is something I could want to do. But nobody showed me that because we live in a society.
Is it too late to start a band, like a group band here?
Oh.
I'm in. Sure, fuck it.
That like the next step after the podcast.
Five Gugs band?
Starting a band, small gigs at bars. Actually, kind of fun.
I'm
though.
down.
Yeah, that actually. No, I'm just joking, but that actually does sound kind of fun.
we just accidentally talked ourselves into a band.
Yeah, that sounds kind of fun. Yeah, a fun way to get back into it, where it's like it eventually would be serious, but like we're all still having a good time.
Well, yeah, because most of us don't really know what we're doing anyway.
Exactly.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be kind of fun. Just something to dick around in. Those bands that play at bars, though, most of those are actually pretty good. They're not even like just like a group of guys. Like, well, they probably were just a group of guys. Like, hey, we should start a band. But then they like all eventually like you could tell like how serious they take because most of them played like pretty professionally at that point.
Yeah, okay, that's another thing I would say about trying to learn an instrument is it makes you respect like all the like unremarkable or otherwise shitty musicians out there even more because you kind of understand just how hard it is to even get like that decent.
Literally. When I first, well, this is gonna sound stupid, but I'm sure everyone who who has like stumbled upon Tame Impala when they found out it was just one guy and it's not a band.
Kevin Parker, my dude.
Yeah, that's one guy doing all of that.
Yeah.
That's like that literally just like when I literally didn't really get like that much into him until last year. But then after I got into him, I just started watching videos like those videos that are like the genius behind Kevin Parker, the genius behind Tame Impala, and it shows like how he got into music or like how, you know, whoever the artist it's highlighting, like how they got into music and stuff. But it's just like when you listen to like literally any Tame Impala song, it's just like this is literally one guy doing all of this.
Yeah, that's why I have a lot of respect for the like going by a band name instead of it just being like Kevin Parker or whatever.
Yeah.
So like you're saying, you don't know that it's just one guy until somebody tells you or you read it somewhere that it's just one guy, and then it's like
I found out on a live performance video, and he obviously like with live performances he doesn't do the performances by himself like other people play because you can't, it'd be physically impossible. But I was reading the comments and then someone's like, oh yeah, like it's crazy to believe that he does this all by himself in production versus live, and I'm like, wait. Then I'd go back.
Sorry to cut you, but are we still talking about music? I just came back.
Yeah.
Sorry, my connection is not great right now.
Yeah.
Aaron, you just hate music, man. You're just not interested in music at all.
I'm sorry. It's like every time we talk about music, my computer just does not want to hear it.
Come back talking about music. Like, yeah, I'll come back in like 5 minutes. No, we're talking about Tame Impala and just like the music genius behind that, just being able to do all of that and production and music, two separate things, but
yeah,
crazy. That's just crazy. It really, like you said, it really does make you just like appreciate, like even with like a bar, like a small town band you're listening to, like they're doing a really good job.
Yeah, they put a lot of hard work into that.
Yeah. Not that you like didn't think that before, but it's like, you know, like when you actually.
Oh no, I definitely had opinions where I didn't think that about a lot of people. Yeah, I'm like these fucking no talent hacks. They just are winging it.
Hicks.
They
Countdown bar.
Oh my god.
No, I appreciate it just because it's like, I mean, they're getting up there. Fucking, even if you suck, you still went up there.
Yeah, that too.
You could bomb and you still went up there. I still think, I mean, yeah, you may not have done a great job, but it's like, fuck it, you still went up there. That's more than most people in the room did.
Anybody who's like putting out any kind of creative product into the world, it's like you're at least putting it out there for people. And you know people are gonna shit on it. Somebody's gonna shit on it.
Yeah, like you know, people, especially now, always have an opinion, especially with music, are going to be about opinions. They're going to tell you if they don't like it.
That is true, man. As much as we shit on like content creators and whatnot, it does take some courage and bravery and a little bit of skill to actually do what they do on a regular basis.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
In all honesty, because
we probably do shit on them because most content is garbage. But
I mean that's true. It's
still
probably
respect.
regurgitated the same content, but from their perspective. But it's like you have to take those criticisms when you're making content because like it's your life. If you're trying to make a livelihood, it's your livelihood. You have to do that because like that's what pays the bills. So like having to put on like a face, or some people they don't have to do that. They're just winning personality, can just draw a crowd. Edit videos to look nice. Make sure everything looks clear cut. Best mic, best camera quality. No installation, no interruptions. Most of them probably have like their own houses, and some of them don't even like are still living with their parents or like some of their roommates. So they have to make sure they do it at opportune times where they don't get interrupted. Sometimes they do, and that's like the funny part. But yeah, it
must really suck for like musicians and like artists like who have been like, you know, in the industry for a long time and they don't want to be stuck to one sound, so they like genuinely try really hard to make something really nice with like a different than their normal sound. It's like, hey guys, this is a new song that it sounds different than all my other songs, and everyone's like, nope, this is bad. This is bad. They don't even give it a chance. Nope, this is different. This is bad. I don't like it.
Yeah,
people come around. They always come around.
They come around, but it takes a bit. It's hard for people to change. Like you want to change your whole thing, and people's like this is why I came to you to begin with.
Yeah. They have to though, because it's like you can't watch. Can you watch your same like favorite YouTuber or Twitch streamer? Can you watch them do the same thing every day and be enjoyed?
Well, some people can.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
It creates a sense of like a sense of like
Routine.
routine, or like what's it called, where like people like something to be the same because it makes them feel like it's like homely, like homey.
Like a routine.
Well, okay.
Comfortable?
Yeah,
comfortable.
It's a sense of like I don't know, belong. I don't know. You know what I mean? Where it's like it makes them feel
Yeah,
comfortable.
I'm joking. I know.
They're like safe place because like if they know things are gonna be the same. There's like they don't have to be scared of change. But like yeah, like freaking the entertainment industry is always changing, so people have to adapt if you want to stay into it. And that sometimes means changing your entire genre.
No wonder why some of them just go crazy, quote unquote crazy. They're not actually going crazy, but
It's like it's you
the pressure.
It can't. I was gonna say it can't really be like healthy for your livelihood or your career or whatever to be about how many people are paying attention to you.
Absolutely.
Like, that's gotta be crazy on your brain. So when you see like, oh, maybe you were getting 1 million views one year on every video, and now you're getting 750,000 the next year, like that's got to be like really.
That just you just created anxiety for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, you have to look at the numbers, but at the same time, it's like you can't let the numbers just.
Don't want the numbers don't let the numbers govern you.
They-
You're just there to tell you like what's
You
up.
got to take it how it is.
It's just think of statistics. Just think of it as statistics.
Yeah, that's what it is. But at the same time, it's like these are people who are funding you and keeping you from being homeless. So it's like there's statistics, but at the same time, it's like this is my job. Like I rely on this for money.
Yeah, I mean, you probably get like a lot of stress. Like, okay, I'm not supposed to. You're not supposed to let the numbers like be a sign of your self-worth or whatever. But yeah, when it's paying your bills, you got to wonder. Okay, so I lost this many viewers this month. How do I stop this? Like, what do I have to do to?
Or like, how do I just adjust my life to this? Like, this is how much views I get now.
It's usually whenever you get to that point, that's when you start bending to the viewer's whim. Like, what do they want me to? What do they want to see from me, or what should I do to like, get my numbers up? Hey, let's take a poll. Do you guys want me to do this, or this? And you might end up doing something that you yourself don't like to do.
Yeah, that's what you shouldn't do that. At least to the point when you should be enjoying what you do. You can ask people what you want to do, but there should never be a point where you're like, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this video.
Yeah,
that's bad. But then again, I'm not a YouTuber, so what do I know? I don't know shit.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you are a YouTuber with this podcast.
I mean, like a vlogger. Like I'm not waking up saying, "What's up, guys?"
well, I mean, technically,
Aaron just said today on the podcast.
It's like, well, what's up, guys? Welcome to the 5 Gugs.
The way you said it right there, though, makes it sound so terrible. Like you have to wake up every morning. What's up, everybody?
You gotta switch on
they all do that, though. They all have like that intro. It's like you can just tell they had to like wake themselves up or rehearse it a couple of times to make sure they
switch. They just, like once the camera goes on, they just completely switch faces. That's the magical part of being an entertainer. You can just do that.
That's where this works because we don't rehearse. We're not like, all right, let's rehearse the intro. That's all. Literally just start recording.
Like 20 takes of like trying to get the intro right.
Yeah, we'll redo it, but it's not even like rehearsing. It's just like we just don't. We're not all here at the moment. Like what happened earlier.
We just don't care. We do care. We just don't care enough to do it at that extent. Because like, why do all that when we can just kind of just say what's up? Yeah, we're having fun. There we go.
Yeah, you're supposed to have fun. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters.
As long as you're having fun and everyone else is having fun with you.
Yep.
All our goal here, besides having fun, is make sure that it was one guy says, "Oh yeah, I know what they're talking about."
The goal today, guys, is to get 50,000 likes.
50,000 likes in 2 days, and we'll double post on the same day.
Yeah, and we'll double post. We'll upload a second vlog.
Double upload.
If we can reach 500 subscribers, we'll face cam.
That just sounds depressing.
Yeah.
Like some people genuinely do love it, like kind of like you said, but I don't know. To me, that sounds a little depressing.
Please
Sounds,
watch.
it sounds like being held at gunpoint.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't want to say that, but the doctor just said that. So like someone had a handgun put it at
Someone like off camera
Please-
is like giving
please watch
you
this
the
video.
lines.
Please like the video.
Just the broken smile from like from the freaking movie. What was the movie with the freaking sunken place?
Oh, Get Out.
Get out! He's just crying with the smile. Oh my gosh!
I hope it reflects that when people listen, it's like they can tell we're just dicking around, having a good time.
Man, if you're not smart enough to tell that we're joking, I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we're serious. Like you can tell we're serious, but we're
Like,
we're all
Like, if you can't tell what part is serious and what part is a joke, you need to kind of just relax it. You're a little uptight.
Go back to episode 1.
Go back to episode. Go look at episode 1's title. That should tell you enough.
Leave a like while you're there too.
Oh man.
Look at episode 1 before we get episode 2. Episode 2's title might be a little different. This is for people who understand, who appreciate harsh comedy, but also understand the severity of the situations. All right,
And the discourse.
and the discourse.
The fucking discourse.
We don't mean no harm. We just like to crack jokes about it. Okay, so relax.
Did we
Are we-
miss anything big?
No, why are we
Oh.
talking like someone left an angry, like, novel comment on our videos and we're trying to explain ourselves?
That's just a good disclaimer for, say hypothetically.
Nice disclaimer at the end
first.
of the video.
Well, no, I mean, say this is someone's first episode, and they're like, "What the fuck am I listening to?"
This is your first episode, God help you.
Yeah, they made it like over an hour into the episode.
Yeah.
Like, wait, is this offensive?
I mean, you never know. Someone could be like when this one gets like published. Someone could just randomly come across this. Or like, what the fuck are they talking about?
That's the best
How
part.
dare
That's the best part.
they? Yeah.
If they stayed this long in, we're good.
Yeah.
We miss anything? Did we talk about Betty White on the last episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
we
don't want.
said.
We don't
Yeah,
have rest in
don't
peace.
worry, Malcolm. We're good on time. All right.
No, not that. I'm just making sure that we gave our respects where it was due, like with Bob Saget at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I said it at the end.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Maybe
Malcolm,
that's what I was just saying. I don't
Marcus
actually
sure did
care
give
about
his-
Bob Saget.
yeah.
Oh my god.
You never watched Full House?
No, actually, I never did.
Oh
Well, that's
wow.
a good show.
Yeah, it was a really good show.
Damn, Marcus, you know what? No, never mind. All right, I think we're good. All right, guys. This has been an episode. Make sure to. We just
Now you- say it.
No.
Say it.
Make sure.
Malcolm's the guy with the gun telling him to say it. Say the line.
Make sure to like. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button and leave a comment if you want to. We enjoy people looking at this, and it really helps. I'm looking at them every day, so
Yeah, we
you
always go back and watch it, and we appreciate the feedback. Any feedback,
Yeah.
negative, positive.
make sure to check us out on Twitter, on Spotify. Malcolm doesn't care about Amazon, so I guess no Amazon anymore.
Amazon doesn't care about us.
Marcus, does Apple care about us?
They don't care about us.
Okay, so yeah, Spotify, YouTube, and Twitter are right now our only handles.
Eventually, though, we'll work with them. They're gonna work. We're gonna figure it out.
If you have a hard time finding our channel, just look us up on Google. We're in the Google Index, so it won't be that hard. Anyway, I think that's it. If you're noticing these episodes coming out very late, it's because I'm tired, and I get to it when I get to it. So,
So, like,
but no, I'm trying my best to get the episode out a little more frequently. It's just like I've been very busy with like school and scuba diving and whatnot, so I'm getting them as fast as I can. Don't worry, I'm not putting them down.
you sounded like the pissed off underpaid editor. I'll get to it when I get to it.
The editing pretty. I understand the content creators like frustration because the editing process for like hour-long videos. It's like you have to listen to it like the first time in editing, and then again for the YouTube thing when you want to put your like stuff on it.
That's good background noise. Like you'll know when something's off.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, guys, that'll be it. See ya. I want to say next week, but you'll see it when you see it. If you have a notification, you'll know. So
yeah, next week. You'll see it next week.
Yeah. I'm not promising, but you'll see it. You'll see it.
We'll be back to talk again.
Maybe.
No, we will.
No, we'll be back to talk again. It's that maybe you'll see it. Nah, you gotta get it. All right, that's enough. See ya.
Deuces.
I want just the sound of like a gun loading when he says that.
Yeah, you